Hey, ¿qué pasa? So for today's video, I've been asking my followers on Instagram to send me some of their works to review them in my YouTube channel. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to review all of them, but I've gone for a few that I think that are best options. So let's go! The first one I'm gonna review is an animation by ycdp.designer. He sent me a pretty long video actually, but I'm gonna just review the first few seconds of it. It's just a really quick animation, but I think it's got some really good work in it. This is the animation. Alright, so the first thing that comes to my mind is how well he uses the animation curves. Like, as you can see, the animation is really fluent. I really like the use of the bounce. When the ball comes into frame, it just bounces a little bit and it deforms as well. It sort of acts like a real ball. It's a really quick animation, but if you pay attention to this tick and how it bends, looks like the tick is made of something elastic. The only thing I can say about this is if you pay attention to the background, when the scene is decomposing, you see the counter is falling, so everything that's inside or on the counter should follow as well. You can see the tail falls as well, which looks really cool, but at the same time this loaf of bread doesn't do the same. So I guess maybe he forgot to animate that? I don't know. As I said, that's a really quick thing and nobody ever noticed. So yeah, I think he's got pretty good animation skills. Next animation I'm gonna be reviewing is by the artist Jerry Fian. He sent me this walking cycle. There are some things that I like about this animation and there are some others that I don't like. Let's start with what I like. So I like the illustrations. I think the background is really beautiful and it's pleasant to see. I like it. Also the parallax is pretty well done. Every different layer moves at a different speed. You can't see it here, but in the full animation, because it's a bit longer, the light changes and it goes dark. Like, it starts in the morning and it goes through the day, and that also looks really good. Like, the change in the lighting is cool. About the walking cycle, to me it doesn't look natural. It's like a bit of a robotic kind of walking. And first thing I can say is humans don't walk like this. Like when the arm goes forward, the leg in the same side goes backwards, so this leg should be in the back. Like, I think that's one of the most important things to make this walking cycle realistic, and I think that's the main problem of this walking cycle. Another thing I can see is that it doesn't seem to be contact with the floor, kind of levitates. You know, the whole body should just, the weight of the body should fall on that leg, and we should have like a bounce of the rest of the body, like everything should follow it. When it goes up and down, actually it's because the floor has these waves and it's kind of following that, but it's not actually like having contact with the floor. Really like how he's done the backpack thing and the arms. Really good use of Force 3D and also in the face, but I've noticed that it's missing, this 3D effect is missing in the hat and the hair. Really well done, but you missed a couple of things there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Pay more attention to some things and keep working on your animations. You can be a really great animator. Right, the next one is Hamza Bud Sisha. I love the concept. I think it's a really funny animation. I think he uses really well the change of expression and the blinking when the camera zooms out and he becomes aware that the spectator is seeing his trick, and now we know he's lying and he's not Superman, and kind of breaking the fourth wall there. And I don't know, it's something, it's really cool, really intelligent animation. About the animation itself, I do think that the waves in the cape should move faster, and probably I would have added one more wave warp, like I think there's just one here that's doing that small waving in the edge of the cape, but I will also add another one that moves the whole cape up and down. I guess it's precomposed the cape to do the wave warp. The precom where he's done the cape is smaller than it should be. Like probably he took the final frame as a reference, and then when he zooms in, we can see that the quality of the edge of the cape is not so neat. And also, I make this mistake myself many times, but now that I'm here reviewing other people's work, I'm gonna say it. The edges, each part of his body has a different thickness. The edge is really broad in the body, but the hair is just a really thin line. Not even inside the arms, the thickness of the strokes match. So that's something I think is really important to bear in mind. Like it gives it like a really professional look when everything is coherent and matches. Probably that's the main thing I will point out in this animation. I missed that the hair should move as well. Like if the cape is waving, I think the hair should wave as well. I'm missing some more movement in general in the first 7 seconds of the animation. I think it's kind of boring at the beginning. And it goes for 7 seconds. It goes on for 7 seconds. I mean, 3-4 seconds you can just go for the joke. So yeah, I will have done it quicker, maybe. Some more movement. Don't forget about the hair. Pretty much my advice. As I said, it's really funny. I really had a good time watching this. Congratulations. Next animation is by an artist called Juan Ramon. He sends this animation of a little bird. It's pretty well done. The movements are really good. Like these sudden movements of the head are really, the way birds move. And also the detail of the head. Every time the branch moves up and down, the head just kind of stays in the same position it was. Probably a little bit too much. I wouldn't have exaggerated it that much. The head is a little bit too static, probably. The body of the bird looks really... the movements are really realistic. Probably the tail movement is not organic. I don't know if you know what I mean. Like it's doing the same exact movement all the time at the same speed. It's too perfect. But other than that, I think it's really well done. And last but not least, on the contrary, there's no way I can correct any of the animations this artist makes. But I wanted to mention him because I think it's really good. And he's got a little following. He's got like 1,000 something followers on Instagram, which to me look really little for his skills and how well he animates and designs. I'm pretty sure you've seen this animation before. It's been quite popular actually. I mean, I remember I have seen it several times. There's not much movement in this animation, but every single movement is just perfectly done. So obviously doesn't try to be realistic. For example, the blanket, the pattern, and it doesn't follow the movement of the blanket, but I'm pretty sure that that's for design purposes, so I'm not even gonna say anything about it. I just love how it looks actually. I love how the blanket just folds here. It's pretty simple. I don't know how many, maybe 12 frames per second, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, I'm not gonna count them, but it's not using many frames per second, and it's not even adding too much movement to it. It's just a pig sleeping, but at the same time it does look like a complete animation. You've got the flies, the way he elongates the flies when they are flying faster, the way the air moves here, the blanket. think everything is just perfectly done. I also love the way he uses strokes. Some bits of the illustration have strokes, some bits don't. The blanket has strokes only where it needs them. An amazing job by Lewis Nolan. If you can, find him on Instagram and follow him because he's a really good animator. Well, that's it. I'm sorry for all those who sent me also their works and I didn't review. I really hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you learned something. And of course, if you think you did, please subscribe, hit the bell, like, comment, wherever. Go to Instagram, follow me. I'm everywhere you can look. So yeah, thanks a lot and goodbye.